Imagine waking up every morning with your heart racing, not because of a thrilling adventure, but because you are waiting for a text, a call, or even a simple like on your latest post from someone you are obsessed with. For some, this is not just a phase, it is a cycle that dominates their lives. Welcome to the world of love addiction, a place where the highs of romance and attention can feel as addictive as any substance. But what if there was a way to break free? Today, we are diving deep into the concept of the dopamine detox and how it can help love addicts reclaim control, find balance, and rediscover themselves beyond the roller coaster of romantic obsession. Let us start by understanding the science behind love addiction. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter, a chemical messenger in the brain, often called the feel-good hormone. It is released when we experience pleasure, excitement, or reward. In the early stages of love, dopamine levels surge, giving us that euphoric, almost intoxicating feeling. But for some people, this rush becomes something they crave constantly. Love addicts are not just hopeless romantics. They are individuals whose brains have become wired to seek out the dopamine spikes that come from romantic attention, validation, or even the drama of tumultuous relationships. This cycle can be as powerful as any other addiction, leading to obsessive thoughts, compulsive behaviors, and a constant need for more. The brain's reward system gets hijacked, making it hard to distinguish between healthy affection and destructive dependency. So, how can you tell if you or someone you know might be struggling with love addiction? It is not always obvious. Love addiction can look like constantly checking your phone for messages, feeling anxious or empty when you are not in a relationship, or jumping from one romance to another without ever feeling satisfied. It can mean prioritizing a partner's needs over your own, losing your sense of self, or feeling unable to function without the attention or affection of another person. Sometimes it shows up as staying in toxic relationships just to avoid being alone. If any of this sounds familiar, you are not alone. And there is hope. Now, let us talk about the dopamine detox. The idea behind a dopamine detox is not to eliminate dopamine altogether. That would be impossible and unhealthy. Instead, it is about taking a break from the behaviors and triggers that cause those intense dopamine spikes. For love addicts, this means stepping back from the constant pursuit of romantic highs. The goal is to reset your brain's reward system so you can experience pleasure and satisfaction from healthier, more sustainable sources. Think of it as hitting the reset button on your emotional life. By reducing the constant stimulation, you give your brain a chance to recalibrate, making it easier to break free from compulsive patterns and regain control over your emotions and actions. Ready to try a dopamine detox? Here is a step-by-step guide tailored specifically for love addicts. Step 1. Identify your triggers. Take note of the people, situations, or even social media habits that send your dopamine levels soaring. Step 2. Set boundaries. This might mean taking a break from dating apps, muting or unfollowing certain accounts, or limiting contact with people who trigger your addictive patterns. Step 3. Replace old habits with new ones. Instead of reaching for your phone every time you feel lonely, try engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, like reading, exercising, or spending time with friends who support your growth. Step 4. Practice mindfulness. Meditation, journaling, and deep breathing can help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, making it easier to resist the urge to seek out unhealthy romantic highs. Step 5. Seek support. Breaking free from love addiction is not easy, but you do not have to do it alone. Consider joining a support group, working with a therapist, or connecting with others who are on the same journey. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate love from your life, but to experience it in a healthier, more balanced way. Let us look at some real-life stories. Take Sarah, for example. She spent years chasing unavailable partners, always feeling empty when the excitement faded. After committing to a dopamine detox, she discovered passions she had forgotten: painting, hiking, and reconnecting with old friends. Or consider James, who realized his self-worth was tied to how much attention he received from romantic interests. Through the detox process, he learned to value himself outside of relationships and built a stronger sense of identity. These transformations are not just inspiring, they are proof that change is possible, no matter how deep the addiction runs. Here are some tips for success. First, be patient with yourself. Change takes time, and setbacks are normal. Celebrate small victories along the way. Second, avoid replacing one addiction with another, like using excessive work or food to fill the void left by romance. Third, stay consistent. The more you practice healthy habits, the easier it becomes to resist old patterns. Common pitfalls include isolating yourself, expecting instant results, or giving up after a slip. Remember, progress is not always linear, but every step forward counts. If you found this journey helpful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Vial Breaker channel for more life-changing insights.